And it's also his birthday, so sorry in advance, Augusto, for starting the day with us. But welcome to the podcast, Augusto Fernandez, obviously Red Bull KTM Moto2 Championship leader now, and next season as well, Gas MotoGP rider. Welcome. I'm Fran Wild, I should say. Co-host Elliot York is here. So, how's it going? Easy first question. Happy birthday. How are you? Are you happy to be in Japan? The normal intro.
Thank you. Well, happy to celebrate my birthday with you guys.
Which lies.
And yeah, happy to be here in Japan after 3 years and ready to start the weekend. Let's see.
Well, I was just asking you before, do you think it will make any difference here? You have a bit more experience. It's interesting in every class. In Moto3, we have a whole load of guys who are basically rookies again. Moto2, some who've only ridden it in Moto3. You've ridden it in Moto2. What are your thoughts? And with the rain as well, making life a bit harder.
Yeah, well, the rain, of course, it will be tricky for everybody. Even if I know the track, the rain is always unpredictable.
How do you feel about rain? Because like Dennis Fodger would be like, no rain ever.
Well,
some people a little
depends
bit more.
on the track and also the level of confidence. Normally I go faster or slower on the rain. So let's see. I hope to be. Normally I'm okay. Not super fast, but not super slow as well. So normal. But yeah, of course I know the track. I've been here with the Moto2 bike, and well, it's not my best track, but. Yeah, the thing is, my main rival is from here, is from Japan, Ajo Racing, so he knows the track as well, so let's see.
We'll talk a bit more about this year and the title chase in a little while, but we've not had you on the podcast before, Augusto, and some people watching might not, or listening at a later date, might not know who you are, so where did you come from? How did it start, your journey to Moto2 World Championship leader?
You really went for that like a dating show. So where are you from?
Where are you from? How old are you?
I was born in so long ago. Well, my career, the way I arrived to the World Championship, I think it's not what we are used to see.
Yeah.
I was racing in the European Junior Cup on the World Superbike paddock. Because it was.
Of course, yeah, you were. That was the first one, wasn't it?
That was my first important championship. Let's say, it's like the Rookies Cup here, but they're in Superbike, and well, I remember have very good moments from those years. I won the second year on the championship. By winning the Peace Cup, we had a prize that was moving up to Stock 600 class. And there were guys like Toprak Razgatoglu, Rinaldi.
That doesn't exist anymore, but there were some really fast riders in that class, right?
But they quit the class, so well, I finished fourth that year as my rookie season. I won the last race in France, a couple of podiums, and yeah, it was a good year, but they quit the class. So we were without a team for the next year, and yeah, in trouble. So we had to go back a little bit, a step back to the CEV class, but Stock 600. I won the championship there. Then I moved up with the same team to the CEV Moto2. And then, yeah, I started.
For branding purposes, we should say now that's Junior GP.
Well, yeah,
always on point.
Yeah, so at the time, though, it was the Spanish National Championship still, wasn't it? And it's the Moto2 European Championship within that.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, and then how was that adventure there?
Well,
quite a difference to Stock 600 machine.
Yeah. Well, I had to kind of start again a little bit now with the Moto2, and also we had like a own team with a family effort at the end. Was our last chance to because our weight in Superbike was less expensive, a little bit cheaper than the Moto3 normal way on the CV and well, the Junior World Championship. But yeah. And yeah, I remember, yeah, it was a family effort, and the bike was full black with AF on the front, 37 on the back.
I remember this, literally just like you and your little team, and just like not really many sponsors, just like, hey, the bike's on the track, gonna ride it.
We went to the Catalan round in 2018.
Yeah,
I was watching, I think you were commentating, weren't you, Fran?
Maybe.
And I remember seeing Augusto Fernandez on just a blacked out Suter machine, and she came second and won one of the races, and then you obviously went on to World Championships.
Yeah, that was the last, a good race to win, because I remember the situation in Pons was they were looking for a rider, so it was the perfect time to win a race. But yeah, at that time we were going race by race, literally. Like we were paying the team race by race. With the sponsors, with the help of sponsors and family, as I said. Okay, let's go to round 1 on that year. No, okay, round 1, second. Can we go to round 2? Okay, let's go to round 2. And then I remember Montmeló was the last race we had the money to race.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that was
literally was the last race. Let's say, well, last effort, and let's see. And then here I am. No, I won that race. A bit of lucky at the end. No, you have to be lucky. And the situation in Pons was like, well, as I said, they were looking for a ride, and I won that race. They gave me the chance to race on Montmeló on the GP, and yeah, here I am.
Wow, that's incredible then, because I mean, we've spoken to a lot of, the other example that comes to mind is someone from your home area as well, Joan Mir, who was similarly like, basically, when you're racing in the junior categories, you've got to win. You've got to show what you've got, because there's not like some massive backing behind you and stuff.
Exactly.
How did you cope with that pressure? Because were you 25 today or 24 today?
25.
One of them, right?
Yeah.
That's quite a lot to deal with when you're also trying to focus on the racing and get those results. How was it kind of balancing all of that?
Well, I don't know. At the end, it's what I've been dreaming all my life, no? Of my short career at the moment. And I knew it was the last chance, and also I felt good on the weekend. I remember feeling good. The bike was not the best, but this weekend, I don't know. Everything, we put everything there, and I won that race, and it was a good one. I remember fighting with Rafin, a good battle, a good last lap battle, and I've shown, as Miss says, I've shown to the World Championship what I'm capable of, and Sito gave me the chance, and yeah.
We've seen Moto2 is like a really difficult class. We've seen like world champions come up from Moto3 and struggle, but you went in 2018, and I think you got 3 top 8 finishes. Yeah. 6th, I think, here in Japan as well, and then I think a best of 4th. So you came in and just went.
Well, I struggled a little bit the first races because I thought it was going to be easier.
Yeah.
But
I love that. Like, the notoriously difficult class. You're like, honestly, I thought this was going to be easier.
No, because well, yeah, I thought it was going to be easier, honestly. But I remember struggling the first races. The level here is so high, and I remember I was 1 second off the leading group or the guys who were winning. But wow, to improve that second or that last half second was a lot, and it took me quite a few races, but yeah, I managed to do it then.
You did, and then obviously since you've had Grand Prix wins, how does that feel when you managed to first take that step forward and really like get those victories? You had that one at Misano as well. You are one half of the responsible parties for our new track limits rules now. From that race was it Didja, wasn't it?
Didja,
but yeah, how did it feel then to finally make that step up? Obviously, you said you thought it was going to be easier, but then you managed to get those wins. Was that kind of a weight off your shoulders, or was it more?
Yeah, it's a lot. And I remember that year, everything was, like every result was okay. It was my first full year in the championship, 2019. It was the new Triumph bike. So everything was kind of start again for everybody.
Do you think that made a difference
for
you?
This helped me a lot. Like, it took me out a few years of, how do you say, adapt to the Moto2. So at the end, with the Triumph, everybody starts from zero. And yeah, it helped me a lot. And yeah, this year everything was okay. So every result was good. And when I won my first race was unbelievable. Like I wasn't expecting to win a race that year maybe, and at the end I was fighting for the championship till the Asian Tour. So it was a very good year.
What's it like winning that first race? Obviously you work your whole life to get to the World Championship, and then you finally do it. Not for you as well, also for your family, just to the sense of like relief you've won your first
I remember my thoughts more than for myself as well, but all the family effort that was. Well, the year 2018 we were without a ride, And 2019 we were winning races in the World Championship, so that was
it's quite a whiplash, quick,
change. So it was unbelievable. It's an amazing feeling. Yeah.
Well, we're certainly happy that you did, and we're happy that we've seen you there since. But then let's talk then, obviously it was a little bit of a tougher one until this season, maybe even the start of this season as well. Testing, both you and Pedro super quick, and then it was all a bit of a difficult start to the year. But let's go back then, obviously you won races, and then you had a bit of a tougher time. I remember you in the press conferences when you were getting thirds, and you're just like, I just need these points. Like after having a difficult time, I need to take these points, put them towards my championship title and just take it calm.
Yeah.
What was that like coming back from that? Because you have had this roller coaster of struggling, then winning race, and then, oh, how do you dig yourself back up from there?
Well, last year I remember when I was back on the podium, I had to build confidence again because 2020 was a very tough year for me. After 2019, that was kind of not an easy one, but without expecting those results, I got the results, and at the end I was fighting for the championship. So moving to Mac VTS was to try to win the championship, or at least fight for it again. And wow, I was struggling even to make it to the top 5, and yeah, no feelings that year. And then you lose a lot of confidence on your riding, on your own. Own things at the end. Even training at home, I didn't know if I was training good, or I changed a lot of things.
It's like everything.
Yeah,
like,
you lose a lot of confidence on everything in life at the end. And to build from that is difficult, but then step by step in 2021, after another bad start of the year, but I changed my crew chief, and he helped me a lot to get this confidence back. And wow, at the end we did a very good last half of the season, getting a lot of podiums against Raúl and Remy, that they were so fast. So being third was good. And
I feel like being third last year was a little bit different.
Like
to some
a win,
of the seasons.
But and obviously coming from what I was coming from was very good, and I was happy to finish on the podium every race. So yeah, I needed to build that confidence again. And yeah, at the end, moving again to Red Bull KTM Ajo team was again to try to fight for the championship.
How difficult was 2020? Obviously, we all suffered through COVID and the delayed start of the season, but then when you're struggling during the season as well, how difficult is that as a rider to go home, not be able to live a normal life, maybe have to train in a different way, away from everyone else? How difficult was 2020 for you? Yeah,
2020, apart from COVID and everything, of course, well, my situation with the team, or where my performances in the World Championship were not as expected, and then also the situation of COVID doesn't help. No, didn't help it. So yeah, it was a tough one, More than the COVID for me was the personal performances and on the races. I was not performing good, and I was not happy, honestly. But yeah, we are.
I was going to say, did you figure out what the difference was? What have you changed from there?
Well, I think my relationship with the crew I had on that year, they were good because they just won the championship with Alex Marquez. But maybe with my way of work, or I don't know what.
Just not the perfect
yeah,
fit.
Yeah. That's
Don't worry, we're not looking for you to be like.
At the end, a little things made the difference. No? At the end, I was finishing 5th, 6th, 7th instead of finishing on the podium. It's just about 2 tenths, maybe 3 tenths. But maybe this was it's not a lot, but little things here in Moto2 and also MotoGP here in the World Championship.
We see that a lot, don't we?
It's a lot.
A couple of tenths, especially in Moto2. I mean, in MotoGP.
So you're not slow, but 2 tenths off, you are slow. You know, so you are not competitive. So it was not a lot, but at the same time, yes.
Well, obviously now, as you can see,
here I am.
With Ajo, obviously, like we just briefly mentioned, with Remy and Raúl last year is incredible. The record of the Ajo team in Moto3 and in Moto2 is amazing. How did that move come about? And yeah, how was that feeling when you kind of stepped into the team? Because like you said, obviously Mark VDS, also incredible success. Like you said, they won the championship there. But what was the difference and why did you go for the move?
Well, when I first sank, also I was a little bit worried about the same thing. At the end, I moved from Pons to Mac VDS with high expectations of fighting for a title. And then I remember talking to my dad, are we doing the correct thing? Because we are changing again. We are on the way of, well, we are getting the confidence back and we are performing better in Mac VDS. So we are changing again. So I was afraid of that move again. But at the end, after the first test, well, with the conversation with Aki before singing were good, and also with KTM, they were believing in me a lot. So that gave me a lot of confidence and to perform here. And yeah, after the first test, I went to my dad and I said, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We will have the possibility. Then, of course, the year is long and it's going to be tough, but it's not going to be about speed. So I felt good immediately with the team and with my crew chief and mechanics and Aki and everybody. And this was in November, even the first test before. After,
oh yeah, of course. For you, the first
Valencia.
Test is not our official first test.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like Portimao, it's quite a while before
so
that. Yeah.
I went into Christmas relaxed, knowing that I had a good team to fight for the title.
Because that's quite a lot of pressure, like you say. You've gone from one team that's already been pretty successful to one of, I would say, the two big teams traditionally over the last couple of years. It's not quite worked out. So when you go for this final move, it's like, well, if this doesn't work,
I'm going.
But it has worked, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And how
Luckily,
are you feeling now that we're into the season? Because like you said, those testing was really good for both you and Pedro. Obviously, he's had that injury, and also rookie. He's his own little hurricane of everyone, having so much to say. But you've been super consistent now, and just bringing it up with those wins again. How are you feeling now? What's made that difference?
Yeah, well, now very good, and as
now you're like, yeah.
Now very good. I'm
awful.
trying to be consistent. More than winning races, I knew, and I've learned also this season. 'Cause at the end, you never stop learning, and at the beginning of the season, I was maybe wanting too much the win because I was feeling good with the team, and after 2 years without winning, I needed a lot that win, and I felt very good in Portimao. We had the speed, and also in practice from Qatar, qualifying the front row in Mandalika in Argentina. So even the first part of the year I was fast, but maybe wanting the win I was not performing well in Sundays. I was nervous. I was maybe trying too much and making small mistakes, and I wasn't, well, even a podium. So when we went back to Europe. We also, Aki and all the team helped me a lot on this, because we never lost the focus on the championship, even if we were not winning races or making podiums. In Europe, it's like we start from zero, and we had to build again confidence on Sundays, no? Race confidence that is different from being fast. You can be fast, but then on Sunday is Sunday, race is race. And yeah, step by step, Jerez, Portimao, we were building till Le Mans. And when you got a win, is wow, like shoulder is a lot. And
back.
Relief.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, it's relief, and yeah, since that also helps you to be maybe calm in other situations, and when you maybe it's difficult to get the win, you accept to be second or third, because at least you have won.
It's not been 3 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it helped me a lot.
Is there? We always say the start of the year, like the 4 or how many flyaways we have outside of Europe, and we always say sort of Europe is when the season starts, even though obviously it isn't. But how, you just said it there, as a rider, the season sort of started for you in Europe. Is the 4, like we've had this year, flyaway races, sort of just try do what you can? If you can pick up wins and podiums, great. But then obviously Europe is where the tracks that everyone knows and everyone goes quick at. So it's like, right, Europe, we need to be starting here quick and ready to go.
Yeah, more or less like this, but I approached the first races in the overseas as well the same way of Europe at the beginning. Went out there trying to win every race, trying to make points and trying to knowing that was going to be a long year, but of course better start winning than on the back. But I didn't do it. so yeah, when we
some good quotes you had today, just like, well.
I was not able to do it. So yeah, in Europe we were a little bit far in points than Vietti, who was leading, was very strong. He started the year very strong and also consistent. So, but yeah, step by step. At the end, as I said, Aki helped me a lot, and all the team helped me a lot in how to, at the end, approach the whole championship and going race by race. Doesn't matter if at the beginning we had to be 5, we had to finish 5th, we have to finish 4th. Had to take those points and build confidence, and till the win arrives, no? And we did exactly that.
Yeah, it's gone quite well.
Yeah.
you are now leading the championship, like you say. You had a few wins as well. How now it's like you're back at that point where you were in 2019, like you said, where you're fighting with the possibility. This year, even bigger possibility.
Yeah.
It is only 7 points, but at the moment, certainly, it looks like you and I just have that edge. We'll see, because Aaron is now catching again, isn't he? But how is it now? 3 years later, is it 3 years? Yeah. I lose count of years with the COVID. How does it feel now? Do you feel like a different rider? Do you feel like the rider you need to be to try and take it down to Valencia? And
yeah, of course, it's a different moment, and I'm a different rider, I think. In 2019, as I said before, everything was good and every result was okay, even for the championship. We were fighting for the championship, but in our minds, not really, because if we lost the championship, okay, we will have more chances. No, it's not the case this year. I really won this championship, and I feel ready, and I'm more mature, let's say, in terms of racing and everything, but in racing, and I really want this title, and I know I have a good chance to win it, and we are so close to it, and so yeah.
Sorry, I can feel you being like, yeah. But I mean, the other obvious question then is recently, perfect timing for us to have you on as a guest this week, moving to MotoGP next year. So, I mean, we don't know what the future will hold, but certainly for the moment then, this is your final year in Moto2. How did that come about? There's been quite a lot of talk, interest in that seat, and then it seemed like in summer it started to be like, okay, it's going to be Augusto. It's one of those rumours where it's like no one specifically said it, or I don't remember it coming from anywhere specific, but it's like at some point everyone accepted that Pol Espargaro's teammate at Gas will be Augusto Fernandez, and then we're waiting for all the stuff.
How does
that feel? Is it exciting, nerves? Like, how did it come about?
No, exciting. At the end, before the summer break, I accept that I was going to be in Moto2 for another year with the same team, KTM, but for another year. So, yeah, but I accept that, and I was happy as well to be another year with.
It didn't do Zarco any harm, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was with Zarco. He won 2 titles, so my focus changed to try to make the same, to do the same. Try to win this title and then try to repeat it the next year, But yeah, after summer break, of course, I won some races before the summer break and after the summer break, and maybe also they change. It helps to take the decision, and yeah, of course, I have to go there. It's a dream, and I feel that I'm ready to do it after. Some years in Moto2, and also after this year that we are fighting for the championship. I hope to win it, but if not, at least we are performing good, and I feel ready to jump to the MotoGP.
It certainly feels like you're ready. I know there was rumours about Ayagura potentially moving up to LCR Honda Idemitsu, but I think he said publicly that he didn't want the ride. But he's only obviously been here.
I think he forced that issue publicly by just constantly being like, no.
Less than, I mean, he's so chill about everything, isn't he? He's like, but from the outside, obviously, you speaking now, it sounds like you're really, really ready to make the step to MotoGP. So it must be very exciting for you.
Yeah, of course. As I said, I had some years in Moto2 already, and I thought it was going to be shorter. No, after 2019, my years in Moto2, I thought I was going to move up, earlier. But then, also from the beginning, I really want, before to move to MotoGP, I really want to fight for a title till the end. And after 2019, we did it, but not till the end. So 2020 was to try that, didn't do it. 2021 was again to try that, didn't do it. And now I'm doing it. So yeah, of course, I'm on a good moment now, and I think I have to take the next step. And
like things like looking at obviously, like we said, you've had a really different path with the European Junior Cup. Like it's a very different start to the Asia Talent Cup and that kind of path. Do you understand his decision? Would you do the same if you were him? Because you are two really different riders.
Yeah, of course. He's only been 2 years in Moto2, so he
and he didn't win a Grand Prix in Moto3 either.
Yeah,
he's like,
that's true. So he can be another year. He can stay another year in Moto2. He has time, and also Honda is waiting for him. Everybody knows it, so it's a different story.
Fair point.
Yeah, so he's relaxed on this moment, because us, I have to say Spanish, right? That we are a lot, and there are a lot of good riders from Spain. So you never know that, you never know you are going to have the opportunity again. So yeah, super happy and excited to be MotoGP rider next year.
That's cool. It should be an exciting lineup as well, with Paul obviously got some experience on maybe not exactly the same bike as now, but and then that gas branding. Is that something cool for you as well? Because obviously KTM backed, but gas brand, it's quite iconic.
Yes, also a little bit of Spain there.
Exactly right.
So yeah, very excited. Also the line lap, as you said, with Paul Espargaro as a teammate, and then in the KTM team we have Jack and Brad with a lot of experience and speed as well in MotoGP. So yeah, honestly, can't wait to learn from those guys, and it's going to be an exciting year.
I was going to say that's like well, yeah, true. That's like pretty much perfect team to join with the amount of experience Paul's got. Jack's obviously got a lot of experience. Brad now has quite a lot of experience as well. All race winners as well. You must be like thrilled that you obviously join in MotoGP, which is absolutely fantastic. But then to join such a good branding KTM and have those riders alongside you as well, riding the same machinery.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a good moment to go there in a good year with the lineup we have, and me as a rookie, because I had to learn a lot of things. Of course, tires are different, bike is completely different, races for sure you have to manage in a different way, and to have an experienced rider by your side, and well, all three of them with a lot of experience and speed. Brad knows the KTM very good, I think. Paul as well, he's been super fast on his years with the KTM at the end, and Jack coming from the Ducati. So yeah, perfect year to learn a lot, because I know I had to learn a lot and maybe learn new things and new styles. So I go there ready to first learn, and then we'll see.
And then as well, like you said that the change to the Triumph helped you a lot, rewinding quite a lot there. But do you think, obviously the Triumph, the idea is to put Moto2 better in the middle between Moto3 and MotoGP. Do you think that will make that easier for you as well? And what do you think about yourself on a bigger bike? Do you think you I don't know what the word is, like, do you think you'll adapt? You will adapt. But do you think that could be an advantage?
I think so, honestly, because now I'm struggling a little bit with the Moto2. I'm quite big and heavy, so I'm struggling. We have where we have long sprays and more than long sprays, accelerations and all kind tracks like here in Japan, stop and go tracks. I know I'm going to struggle a little bit, but yeah, of course in the MotoGP it's going to be better. This problem is going to be solved, let's say. And yeah, I don't remember the other question.
Just basically, do you think you'll be okay?
Yeah.
No,
I
you
think
know what
so.
I mean, though.
I
With
think
like
so.
that difference, like the Triumph, it really is quite a different kind of step now
Yeah.
from 3 to 2 to MotoGP.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, of course, I'm watching all my Moto2 opponents from the past, and Ariem, Bezzecchi, Marini, Bastianini, Martin.
Yeah.
They are now performing very good and doing very good races on their first years or the second year. So why not?
How much different is the Honda Moto2 compared to the Triumph? Was it a really good step in terms of making that jump to MotoGP?
Yeah, not a lot, but just in a few areas. Like torque was different, and maybe we had to change a little bit the way of, because with the Honda we had to do a lot of corner speed, even if we had power, but was not a lot in torque. And with the Triumph you can make more kind of stop and go style. No, you can brake a little bit harder, stop the bike, and use the acceleration to exit. So.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I think we need to let you go soon. But we were going to do Quickfire,
We
but
were
now
gonna
we
do
don't have the
Quickfire.
materials that we expected. So we
I
try
have-
and.
I have
Oh, he's
materials.
ready.
Oh.
Quickfire.
I'm ready. So,
Okay, go.
the first one is, what's the best advice you've ever received?
Was this year before the European races, after all the first overseas races. My mom, actually, I was working with her, and be water.
I enjoy
It's
that.
more intense. There's a story behind it, but be
go
water.
with the flow.
Yeah, at the end
Yeah.
of my tattoo.
Ah, okay,
Nice.
cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
Just wait for the Age of Talent Cup boys to go by. The second one is, what would you have told yourself at 18 with the knowledge that you have now?
Patience. To be more patient in some moments.
Yeah,
Patience.
that's a
Cool.
good one. Favourite teammate you've ever had?
Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to add one in here. Fastest teammate you've ever had?
Pedro.
Yeah.
Toughest competitor you've faced?
Toughest one. I'll say, because also the situation, Sam.
Oh yeah?
To win Sam in not my best moment was
Okay, that's cool.
a tough one to beat.
I thought Agura was coming there because
Yeah.
Vietti
Yeah, but
said in a video that
I was
he's-
struggling more in
Yeah,
those
yeah,
years
true.
where I was trying to beat Sam with the same bike and same team. So
Most embarrassing moments on or off
Oh, I
track?
forgot I added that.
You did add that,
on
yeah.
and off track.
On or off track.
On or off track, embarrassing moment. I'll go to with when I won in Silverstone.
And then
And I know in Assen was, and I
Yeah.
fell down in a back for me. Wow.
vintage.
Bit of an easier one. Favourite food?
Pasta.
Pasta. What type of pasta? Any.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Favourite track?
Assen.
I was going to say, come on,
Yeah,
like you've only got one of them tattooed.
Yeah.
Favourite place?
Mallorca.
The place you want to
Everyone-
visit most?
Yeah, that you've not visited.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Maybe
we go a lot of places, so.
Yeah, we go a lot of places, but maybe Thailand without racing.
Yeah.
Thailand in holiday.
sure.
I would like to visit.
I mean, you have the chance next week, no? Like, come on. Was that it?
No, two more. Favourite win?
Favorite win?
Yeah.
Oof. Assen this year.
Mhm.
And Misano in 2019.
Our track limits nightmare.
That was good.
And then the last one, Fran wanted to know this,
Yeah,
especially.
this is the most important question of all,
Yeah?
right? Because I'm already struggling,
Yeah.
right, with the humidity. Even when you take off your helmet, you have the most perfect balance.
Yes.
Please tell the people how.
a lot of years taking care of.
A lot of years. Great.
A lot of preparation during the morning.
I like to imagine that that's your main thing that you focus on. To get up, pay hair.
I take some time to get ready.
But like legit, honestly, it's amazing. Like, everyone else is just like bright red, and then you're just like,
no, perfect. I'm ready for everything.
Obviously. Right, I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Like we said, genuinely happy birthday, and even more thank you for spending some of it with us.
Thank you, guys.
With us. Promise I can speak. Thank you everyone for joining us, and yeah, have a great weekend. Have a great flyaways.
You too.
Let's see where it goes, and see you on MotoGP next year.
Yes.
Yeah, good luck for today.
Thank you,
and
guys.
the upcoming races, mate.
Thank you.